Y'all ready to get high?
Right now we are introducing Champagne Lane!
Champagne Lane! Good love! Good love, good love, good love. It's on its way.
I always knew that I never wanted to learn an instrument so that I could play someone else's music. My first instrument that I started playing was the drums. I started playing the trumpet when I was in 6th grade. My parents were always super encouraging about trying new things and just tapping into the creative sides that I didn't even know that I had. I started playing guitar my senior year of high school, and that's really when the songwriting side of my life really began. And it all started from like meeting Walden and just trying to decipher all of these like emotions, feelings, situations that were going on. Whenever I'm talking about someone in a song, it's usually about her. Okay, it's always about her, sorry. Take one.
My dad would have sessions with crazy bluegrass players just playing in our living room, and I started realizing, hey, you know, this music thing is not too bad. I don't know if I'm ready for these questions, to be honest. I started picking up guitar, mandolin, violin, bass, piano, and stuff like that. I used to play at like blues bars when I was 12, 13. My dad would take me out there.
Jake Rogers here.
I got a lot of inspiration from a lot of local musicians. There's a guy in Atlanta named Charlie Wooten who's one of the best bass players I've ever heard in my life. I became really close friends with him when I was a young kid. In terms of guitar playing, same thing, played with local musicians. One guy, Barry Richmond, is a killer guitar player.
All right, you ready to announce it?
Okay, yeah, go for it. All right, this one is called Golden Hour.
Wow, you nerd.
1, 2, 3.
I met Jake my freshman year, but had no idea that he was musically gifted at all.
I met Jackson just playing basketball. We didn't even know that we were musicians.
Take a look in my eyes for a moment, I won't say things.
Sophomore year, we were in a class together, Music Technology 1, and he shows up, and I was like, what are you doing here? And he came over one day, and he started playing.
I realized, hey, this dude could sing, and he realized I could play guitar. He had a couple friends that played drums and bass, Greg and Andrew. That's really how we got our start.
The school was hosting a Battle of the Bands, and the winner of the Battle of the Bands would get to open up for the homecoming concert. And then they announced that we won, and we were just blown away.
lock in as a group of musicians on stage in front of people, it's a crazy feeling. You get zoned out. You don't really pay attention to the audience. You know, you're just paying attention to the groove that's going on.
Jake Rogers on the guitar.
As the year ended, there was just a lot of uncertainty about the direction of where the band was going to go. And
I moved back to Atlanta. The other two guys, one guy moved back to Augusta, one guy moved back to Atlanta as well. It just made it a lot harder to practice, you know, and get everybody on the same page.
Yeah, unfortunately, we had to split up because of different, you know, priorities and, you know, different locations that people were moving to. So it definitely hurt. You know, moving on with just Jake and I, we still have that same creative fire that we did at the very beginning.
I'll take band questions for 400. What is Champaign Lane? At first, Champaign Lane, we were 4 friends playing music, having a lot of fun. And Champaign Lane now is our mix of creativity and, you know, wherever we want to take it from this point on.
Well, it's bright when the spring turns into summer.
My lyrics, being out there is definitely vulnerable because it's not just something that I write because it's catchy, or it's not just something that I write so people can sing along, but it's like actual feelings.
I can't believe you said yes. I can pick you up at night. You played so hard to get it.
These are songs that Jackson's been writing in his bedroom for the last 3 or 4 years, and they're actually becoming, you know, songs that people listen to every day.
I don't care where we go. It's all up to you.
One of my favorite moments was definitely playing downtown and have literally the whole bar like sing my words back to me. It made it more real to me because it felt like we were playing real songs. What we really want to do is just show the different sides musically that like we love to make.
Jackson sends me a song with lyrics that he plays on an acoustic guitar. Now it's my job to figure out how we're going to turn this from a bedroom song that was, you know, shot on an iPhone. How am I going to get all these instruments and, you know, beats and everything to sound good?
Dude, I got this crazy chord progression.
I took the audio from the video that Jackson sent me and I chopped it up and I turned it into this acoustic sample. Had this little drum loop that I liked a lot, some guitar. So like, you know, start building on that, you start adding different stuff. Add a little trumpet.
The song is just kind of about growing up and gaining all of this responsibility and being unsure, and so we're just kind of feeling it out. As an artist, you're always trying to make the next thing that you're doing the greatest thing that you've ever done.
It's a giving, it's a taking. I'm still a man in the making. A couple t-shirts and some savings. Oh, how am I ever gonna fake it?
There's definitely some blues influence, jazz influence. Yeah, it's hard to put an actual finger on what we sound like.
The different backgrounds just have this strange blend that really works.
I'm just feeling it out.
I want someone to hear the lyrics or the music to a song and say like, wow, it's new, but it's familiar.
I'm just feeling
And then Jackson is just, you know, pretty boy face of the cute little singer. As much as it is about music, it's not about music with us. Like, sure, we get in the studio, we get things done, but it's so much more than that.
got it all together. So I sure hope it gets better. Blue sky.
You can't meet Jake and not recognize his sense of humor. The lightheartedness that he carries himself with is just a lot of fun to be around.
Like the sunrise in the morning. The sweet love you're only showing. I don't care who knows it.
I think like our relationship is special, especially with like how it affects our music. You know, we don't take it seriously at all. We could have had another couple songs out by now if we didn't mess around so much.
Down, 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 down. I'm just feeling it out, yeah. I'm just feeling it. I just can't stop loving you. Everything.
Him and Kylie come right in here and get y'all juice. And like this girl like rubbed like oil on the ground, and this girl comes running and just smacks into the oven and just busts it. And she's just like, ah!